Okay, alright. Here we go, here we go. Oh. Exactly what I was talking about. I was trying to catch him. Designed to not let you do that, though. You have to take your time. Okay, so we have a speed up in there. This is a long fight, though. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. This walk back, I think, is harder than the fight itself. At least so far. I'm thinking I might want to switch out this sprinting tool. I might want to switch that out for something else. I thought we would be running around the arena a little bit, having to avoid a lot of attacks, but that's not the case. The range on that attack is crazy. Man. Alright, what can we switch out? Probably both of these. I know we take a lot of damage on this walk back, but I feel like we just need more damage output or some kind of movement that isn't sprinting, like a higher jump or something like that, but we don't have anything like that. So, oh no, we have the flea brew. That actually might help out a little bit. Maybe the shard pendant, so we can save up more shards for our pins. For the bombs, the pin PO, maybe. If anything, though, I think these two might be our best bets. Oh, no. Oh. Wait. I totally forgot you can't equip more than 2 of the red ones at the same time. I forgot that's how this game works. Okay, so... maybe let's use the bell, because we seem to be healing a lot. And then... out of these ones, yeah, I think it's going to be the shard pendant. Yeah, okay. Completely forgot that's how the tools work in this game. You can't just put on whatever you want. Which makes sense, you know, you gotta have some limits somewhere. Kind of refraining from using this plasmium, because I'm not too sure exactly what it does. if I had to guess, it probably just gives you 2 spirit hearts. Or in this case, spirit masks. I don't need to use that in every little battle here. You know what? I was just looking at my camera. I just noticed it is a little different. I didn't realize how different it would be, but I have been using it for TikTok, and that kind of requires a different lighting situation, so I've been tweaking the settings in that a little bit. It might look a little weird. I feel like it looks weirdly like sharp. I feel like I can't adjust the sharpness without making it look really blurry, which is annoying. That might be a little distracting. I apologize, but I'm working on it. Shoulder's still bad for some reason. It's kind of in the same spot it was a couple weeks ago, which is honestly kind of the same spot it's been for quite a while. I think when I started streaming last year, it was pretty bad. Like I couldn't get through a stream without it being obnoxiously painful. But now it is like painful still, but it's still kind of, you know, like radiating and persistent, but it's not unmanageable, which is, I think, great. Generally, it's a lot easier for me to, you know, move it around how I need to. It's still somewhat annoying, though. there. And part of me really wants to talk about. Whoa! Where did that even come from? That spear just came from the right side of the screen, and the enemy that spawned it came from the left side. What? Doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. I was gonna say. So I saw the new episode of the Digital Circus last night, which was episode 8. I mean, if you watched it, which obviously a lot of people did, you'll know how kind of crazy that episode was. And I want to talk about it, but it just came out, so I don't really want to say anything or spoil anything, but crazy episode to be sure. Crazy episode. If I'm being completely honest, when the circus came out, I can't even remember when it came out at this point, but when it first came out, when the pilot first came out, I was like, what is this show? Because, like, internet shows have not been, they're not new to the internet, like, full-length animated shows that are in a more serious capacity. That's definitely not new to YouTube. There's been quite a few notable series over the years, but when the pilot for that one came out, I was like, it's just different. Like, I didn't think it was going to be something that I would watch. I was like, this is too colorful. This is like, this seems like a kid's show if it was made for the kids growing up on YouTube Kids. So instead of Bluey, instead of We Bare Bears on Cartoon Network, Disney stuff, I thought Digital Circus was kind of like Glitch's attempt to make something like that for YouTube Kids. So I was like, this is cool and all. I like the idea that you can make something like kid-friendly and colorful and very overwhelming and stimulating. But I didn't think it was going to be what it is now. Obviously, we know now that it's more of like a kind of like a joke that it's so colorful and overwhelming. Like, yes, it does cater towards that younger audience, but at the same time, it's more of like, this is a horror show, and you're only really going to get the horror if you're older, because it's veiled underneath that that facade of, you know, a circus in a computer. I don't know. I feel like the new episode is just crazy. Just flips the entire show on its head, basically. I don't know. Just definitely didn't think it would take that direction when I first saw that pilot. I was definitely like, oh, this is not my type of show. Humor is just too, I don't know how to describe it. It's just not, it's not cringe, but it's just not my style of comedy, I guess. I kept watching it. I was like, you know what, let me watch the second episode. I've been hearing good things about it. And then by the third episode, I was like, you know what, I like these characters. I think the idea is starting to come through a little bit more, that these guys are just trapped in here, and it's more of like a, how do we stay sane in this circus, rather than like a slice of life show that's you know, more like jolly and happy. So I was like, you know, it's kind of fun to watch these guys kind of go crazy. and hate each other and play. And now it's just like, well, that was definitely an episode. You know? Alright, I meant to say it earlier, but you know, it might be a little wise if we go ahead and just skip this part for now. Seems like we're not really much closer to beating these dancers. The only thing that would be keeping me here would be the journal entries, but it seems like we've been unlocking them as we go. I don't think that's too much of a big deal anymore. Looks like we do still need to unlock the Claw Maiden entry. And it's kind of about it. Seems like we've gotten all the other ones from this area. Got the Envoy. Bugs like these cross the caves to bring me to Farloom. Oh, really? Oh. Oh, okay, so that's like important lore. Didn't expect that. Bugs like these cross the caves to bring me to Farloom. I cut down many before my capture. Then I had thought them minded and cunning. Now I can see the singular will that haunts them all. Okay. Chorister. Their use of a pin shows hard training. Their use of silk, unfurled from a spool held close, shows skill far beyond standard bugs. Yeah, I agree. Surprisingly tough. And these guys, the Grand Reed. This bug bears a spool of silk, which they flail to attack. Though somewhat crude, theirs is a technique much reminiscent of weavers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because we have the same attack if we put on the Thread Storm. Same thing there. Okay, so we got some pretty cool lore here then. Now, I would stay for the other one, the maidens, the weave maidens, or what is it, the silk maidens? Claw maiden. I would stay for those guys. But they are pretty rare. I feel like killing 5 of them is probably going to take another half hour. Not longer. So I'm going to take this attempt. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I'm going to take the attempt that we're on and then just go around. Well, we might as well just do that now. I can't imagine we're going to get much more progress today. So let's make our way over to this bench. Let's go ahead and rest there. Then if we're able to, if this isn't blocked off, we could just start exploring this side of the Citadel. And, you know, again, if nothing's blocked off here, we should be able to make it to whatever this building is. Hopefully today, but who knows. Let's make it over there, and we'll see about what we need to do once we get there. Let's switch out our crest again, but I am curious to see what's up with these plasmium vials. Oh, it's just the... Oh, that's horrible. Oh, man, that sucks. Get that out of here. It's only 1 spirit heart, and it's only for like 5 seconds. I thought it was going to be like 2 spirit hearts until you lose them, but apparently not. Definitely not going to be using that anytime soon. Anyways, let's just put this bad boy back on. We'll be on our way. Alright, where are we going? Gotta make it to the bottom of this room. Corridor, hallway. I'm still not really too sure what to call the vertical rooms like that. A tower, I guess? Just a tall room. I don't know. We're gonna make it to the bottom and then just head out to the right. Easy enough. Yeah, we need your journal entry. Take care of you real quick. You too. So it looks like we got the bench up here somewhere. And the actual room we need to go to is a bit lower. I think we need your journal entries. One. Oh, you two. Definitely need yours. Oh! Falling down the room. I'm trying to go up higher. I'm falling. There we go. Okay. Good. I'm assuming this bench, I just have to go up here for it. I know we've been through this room, but again, I can't really remember. Right. So we just gotta head over and down. Okay, easy enough. Might have been an item. Alright, so what do we have? What do we have here? I don't think I actually went through this room. I think I unlocked it and got it written down on the map, but I mean, I haven't seen this guy before. Cog worker. Flighted automaton responsible for repairing and extending the core. The core? Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Where are we going right now? Alright, so I guess this is new stuff here. It looks almost the same. These are pretty much the same kind of platforms, same platforms. What is this? Like the... I never remember the names of those things that you bounce off of in video games in general. Same little parkour nodes. I don't know. Seems pretty much the same. Obviously, it's a different room, though. Great bugs! You who weep as your kingdom fades. Join me upon the stage. Together we shall inflame the passion of Farloom. Okay. Cool. So we got like a diva bug, like a prima donna. A bellway? Holy moly! Never would I have expected there to be a bellway here. Oh, we got another silkworm. Nice. Is that all that's over here? Seems like it. We have any money? Oh yeah, we got some. Okay, great.